Welcome to Grits and Gravy, or whatever the hell this is.
What time it is? Oh, now.
3 B's of you and a... I just like titties. I don't care if they're men titties, women titties. I like titties. I'm a titty kind of guy.
The snake.
She told me that the last time she came over drunk, the girl shit in her sink.
Oh my God.
Mommy, I had a dream. I need Fat's gorilla in the ball.
How big around? Probably as big as my thigh, which is kind of on the bigger side right now.
Oh my God!
And he comes back every now and then. Look like the Ayatollah. Come back.
Welcome to Grits and Gravy.
Hey, welcome to Grits and Gravy. Here we are trying to get things coordinated. And it's me, Vic Clevenger, and Bubba Wilson in the house with our producer, JB, ready to make some noise up here today.
You don't have to call me Bubba Wilson. You can call me Mr. Whoop-Ass. That's fine.
Yes.
Mr. Whoop-Ass.
Whooping it.
Whooping it, whooping it. I'll take you out back.
And did we introduce JB?
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. You look like Howdy Doody.
Thank you.
You got somebody up behind you doing...
My ventriloquist thanks you. No, I'm dressed for the freaking cold.
Dressed for
Florida pussy winter.
It is.
One day it's cold. Everybody freaks
All,
out.
all three of us are wearing long sleeves and pants today
Like
with shoes and socks.
60.
Tomorrow, we'll all be back in shorts, tank tops, and flip-flops because it'll be back in the 70s tomorat. It is crazy.
I'm afraid my roof's going to fall in.
Because of all the leaves that's falling from the
'cause
trees?
I got a fat construction worker right there. Fat Florida construction worker.
Have you seen that snow they're getting up north?
Oh, yeah. That's what I was
That one girl, I saw one had the guy had his door opened up,
Yep.
had the wall of snow with the impression of the door,
Oh, yeah.
and then each one of them had a little hole in there that he kept a beer in.
Yeah. He dug it out with a knife, and just to show how. My wife's like, why can't they just get a shovel and move that stuff? I said, that stuff is rock hard.
Oh, yeah. That has, as it has laid, it has melted and froze
Right.
and gotten hard all the way. It's
Layer
not just
after-
powder.
Yeah,
Right.
It's not powder you can kick away. But I was thinking I'd like to invent some kind of helicopter, let's say.
Okay.
That you fly over a house, you know,
Right.
they pay you a fee.
Okay.
And you got these two big, kind of sharp plastic, like a giant set of tongs.
Like a cage toy goes down and drops that kind of that claw kind of a thing.
Yeah, like an open
Or tongs.
like tongs, like
Yeah.
but it has 4 knives on each side, and they're
Okay.
sharp,
Right. Like a set of hands.
like a set of
Fingers,
hands,
yeah,
and they
right.
go and just grab all that snow and throw it off. Or you could drop it on some vibrating things that would
Vibrating.
vibrate it all off.
Some salt. Vibrating salt.
Vibrating salt.
Mexican jumping salt.
You know,
I think.
somebody in the next 20 to 50 years is going to invent something to get
Oh,
that
yeah.
snow off your roof, because there's
yeah.
no sense in one snowstorm
Yeah.
in 15, 20 years, crashing your. Some guy said a 16-foot crack went across his roof.
That's crazy.
That
Wow.
would piss me off.
That would make me
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
And, all that expense, you got to replace the roof, the ceiling, everything.
It's no
So
joke.
I would like to invent something for that. I was talking with my roadie who's from New York.
Okay.
And he told me in detail what it's like to live in a cold climate.
Yeah.
Year after year
Like
after
chains
year.
on your tires and all that. You got to.
Like digging out snow all the time. To even go down in the store, you got to dig out for an hour. You got to
Yeah.
go out there and crank
Yeah.
the car
Warm it
well in advance. You got to
To get it warm so it all melt off so you can see.
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
dress in so many layers of clothes. You got to stay inside all the time.
Yeah.
And in those climates, you get sick a lot.
Yeah, it's like hibernating.
That's the reason why so many babies are
affects
born in the spring. It's like you're all in the house. Like we can get dressed and go to the store, or we can just lay here naked and have sex.
That's right.
One way or
By
the
the
other.
fire.
During
That's
the
it.
cold months, and plus men make more, whatever the scientific name,
Tadpoles.
sputum.
Sputum. Rasputin semen.
Red sputin.
Oh, the
We're
crazy semen.
Rasputin.
Sputum.
All right,
More potent.
Rasputin, you baby.
More potent. perhaps.
more potent.
more potent.
Potent.
And then what else is in the news right now? Oh, this Bill Cosby thing. Now,
man.
Isn't that the craziest
you
thing?
know, I have grown up with him, and he has been a hero to everybody.
Yeah, like
in fact, I thought Bill Cosby should run for president. Me and Jeff back 10 years
Any
ago.
storyteller or anybody that has any inkling of being a comedian looks up to Bill Cosby.
I thought he was
Yeah.
going to be like our generation's Mark Twain, kind of a humorist, not nasty, but just a great storyteller. Well, now after this has happened, and now there's 13. It's like where there's smoke, there's fire.
right.
Right.
And regardless, just think of the legacy he's leaving for his grandchildren, his family, his kids, his wife. And I mean, his wife will be dead shortly behind him. But look
Yeah.
at
Well, he's
the
in his
Bill
80s.
Cosby. He's 77.
77?
Bill Cosby is going to be a name of shame from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
he will.
think?
Unless
Yeah,
this
already.
stuff's
I
disproved.
mean, but do you think there's any validity to these
Oh, yeah.
squishy squashes?
Here's why.
It's kind of like the Michael Jackson thing.
Janice Dickinson ran up with her hand up. He raped me. He raped me. Okay. And everybody's like, she's a media whore. you
yeah,
know?
well.
right.
She, and
Yeah,
she's
she kinda
now,
is, though, right, isn't she?
60-something
okay.
years old, and she's got all this
Vic is shaking
Plastic
his head.
surgery.
plastic surgery. Her mouth looks like a clown mouth. So she's always on TMZ. They're making fun of her.
Right.
I make this face like y'all could see me on the radio.
And she would be the type to look at me,
Right, right.
I got raped too.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she's one of the types. And all the people in Hollywood know that because she's done all kinds of stuff. Like
Yeah.
she was on Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah. Yeah, like anything
You know,
you can. Yeah.
anything for attention.
Yeah.
So, but then you go back to 2006, and Howard Stern dragged this up. He found a copy of when he interviewed her on his show in 2006.
Okay.
When she was kind of on top of the world at the time.
Right, right.
And they wasn't looking for attention.
Yeah, yeah,
And he
yeah.
interviewed
Yeah,
her
yeah.
about this situation. And when her book came out, and he said, "What's this Bill Cosby thing?" She stopped the story right when he started his he gave her a drink that
Okay.
was poisoned.
Okay.
And she passed out, and he groped her.
Oh, wow.
But she had to leave it out of the book because the publisher said they would not publish it.
Damn.
And the Cosby lawyers heard about it, and they bombarded her lawyers with threatening. And they had the money at the time to really do something. So she was convinced that it's best to leave it out.
Yeah.
And so she cut the story off at he propositioned her. He flew her to.
Well, she was talking to Howard.
Yeah.
Did he get it? What did he get out of her?
Well, he
Just the
said,
same?
look,
Oh.
she had no reason to lie 6 years ago, and she
Right.
pretty much told us that the story she wrote in the book was a lie, and she said, here's what happened. She didn't go into detail, but she said he is not a nice man, and he takes
Wow.
advantage of
Right.
people, and he took advantage of me, and I mean, she pretty much told the story,
Yeah.
and because she was still worried about being sued, so she was. But
Yeah.
to me, that was like that's it, because she's already talked about this, and there's so many out there that I
There's
do
a lot
believe-
of them that's come through.
How could all of them be
13,
lying?
Yeah, there's too many. It's more than a dozen. It's a baker's dozen of
Baker's dozen.
That
accusations.
13th one did it.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And then he's already settled out of court with some of them that aren't even in this 13 that were
Right.
from before.
Well, of course, but he admitted to having an affair years ago and paying his lady off.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did that years ago. He'd already admitted it because that was his big brouhaha over that. And this has been something that's just plagued his career kind of quietly in the background. I don't believe Dickinson. I believe she's making up the rape thing. I believe something happened between her and Cosby, but I don't believe he raped her. I'm not saying he didn't rape the others. I don't believe he raped her, only because of the way she behaved on Entertainment Tonight.
He showed me his fat
yeah,
Albert.
she kind of broke down a little fake like.
Yeah, exactly what I said.
Yeah, I
when
didn't
she
like
broke
that.
down, because and it looks like she broke down into sobs afterwards, and then she'd raise her head up. There's not a now when I sob back when I was a kid, you could see it. My eyes were red, tears streaming down my face,
Right,
couldn't catch my breath.
Yeah.
Her eyes were just as pretty as they were before.
Maybe it's a plastic
And
surgery.
she covered her face with her hands, and then when they took her, they raised her husband, came on stage, grabbed her, started to walk her off.
Who's
the
a
set.
counselor, by the way.
Yeah, and she collapsed down on her knees.
Oh yeah,
So
very
that-
dramatic. Like
That I'm kind of iffy on her because she is such a media whore.
Melodrama.
No, really.
unless it's in the boobs. Do not get plastic surgery on your face because your face is so beautiful anyway. That's the reason why we married you. And you gotta get his plastic. Have you ever seen anybody besides Dolly Parton have plastic surgery on their face and it go right?
What?
Dolly, even from certain angles, looks pathetic.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And-
Of
but
course,
I'll
she
tell
takes
you
on the
what,
makeup too.
You Google Janice Dickinson
Okay.
Back in the day,
and look at her as a supermodel back in the day, and it's a completely different woman. Gorgeous, innocent, beautiful, and man, I can see why she was but look, it looks like a. What does she look like now? A Yankee?
a cartoon.
She looked like an Indian back
Yeah.
when she first came out.
Yeah, she was
In the
really hot
70s.
back in the day. Now, man, she is like her face is all pulled back behind her ears. It's crazy,
Look
man.
at those are all her. Look at that.
Yeah, we were pulling it up on our monitor here in the studio, and she is. Now, let me ask you this: what do you think about NBC?
Scroll down because I scrolled. Look
Yeah,
at some
look
of those.
at the one over with the red lips on the third row down.
Yeah, all the way to the right.
Yeah.
Well, look at her when she was young, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's
Not that, but there's some like it looks like a '70s picture. You know?
Yeah.
Like that.
yeah
Like that.
when she was younger back in the day. Yeah, she's all about the media. She's
Yeah, what happened?
Look at me.
Yeah, you should Google her picture from E, and see what she looks like just 3 days ago. Now, what do you think about NBC canceling this project that they were working with Cosby right now?
I think they should.
You think
Ain't
so?
nothing But bad press is going to be about that. I think he should have canceled his show last night in the Bahamas.
Did he have a show? There she is.
Yeah. She's got them old stretchy arms where she's
Look at her
lost-
neck.
Look at
It
that.
just looks weird, right?
Yeah.
A Skeletor.
It's like a piece. If that was a piece of meat, you wouldn't want to eat it. It was like, well, this vein is inappropriately.
Look at those eyebrows.
Yeah. There's eyebrows and
Those are pathetic.
So we're just doing a Google image search for Janice Dickinson
Yeah.
today. Whatever.
well, she is one ugly woman.
Oh, my God.
That is pathetic.
Listen, Janice Dickinson, if you're listening to Grits and Gravy today,
Okay,
you
she's
are
not,
an
probably.
ugly woman.
It's probably not.
Well, I'll tag her in it.
You're going
And-
to tag her.
Bust you
I'll tag
in
her.
the face with a rolling
I said
pin.
tag, not tap.
Oh.
So there you
I'm
are.
going to tag her on her toe. No.
Yeah. She looks like she's been tagged on her toe.
And I
Mug-
mean, when
muggy.
she was young, 18 years old, that woman was fine as wine. See if you can pull one of those up.
Oh well, we had a couple of those, like over in the top corner up there.
Look at that picture on the left.
Oh yeah, look at the difference.
Look at the lips she used to have on her.
Oh yeah, full, seductive,
My God.
and then now she looks like a dinosaur.
She looks like one of them blow-up dolls with her lips.
Now she looks like a dinosaur has eaten her and spit her out, and that's what she is.
Yeah,
now.
let's not look at the recent pictures. These
Yeah.
are better. These are better.
Yeah, these are much better. Yeah, the one right above her. See the one at the top in the middle?
Okay.
So when Bill Cosby met women that were, I want to be a huge star.
On his casting couch.
So what he would do is just kind of fish, and whenever he met a woman that seemed to be the type that wanted to be famous,
Right.
then he started dangling the worm.
Fat Albert.
Yeah. He started going, you need to come out and see me, and we'll put you on the Cosby Show. So
Right.
she called him, and he flew her out there to his place on, what is it, that big lake up there by Salt Lake City or something?
Tahoka.
Like, how about Salt-
Tahoe.
Tahoe.
Oh, okay,
See,
Tahoe.
T, I was right.
I was going to say Salt Lake.
Big
Tamaho.
fancy mansion on Lake Tahoe. He brings her
Tomato.
up there, and of course he had to wait till his wife left, and he was
Right.
staying in Tahoe, and he had her come up there, and they had dinner, and they had a couple of glasses of wine, and he said, "Come on up to my boudoir," and she said, "No." And he got mad. That's what she says. He got mad as hell,
Yeah.
and he gave her a bunch of angry faces. You fuck.
Like the one there.
Yeah. and so she
Like
said,
Steven Tyler got hit by a Mack.
She does look like Steven Tyler.
she does. Yeah, exactly.
She looks like Steven Tyler.
Okay.
Janice Dickinson
But he
is
was
Steven
saying-
Tyler's sister. Steven Tyler was
look.
raped by Bill Cosby.
Oh,
And he
You
comes
heard it here
out as
first.
Janet Dickinson.
breaking news. Vic Levenger
That is it.
uncovers a huge story.
Well, you should put a picture of her and Janice Dickinson on our Facebook. Him and Janice Dickinson, and say,
Yeah.
don't they look alike? Steven Tyler and Janice Dickinson are the same person.
I think you're right. And look at all the stuff she's done just for attention, you know.
Oh, yeah. She's just somebody that doesn't want to grow old.
I had a cancer tumor cut off my ass crack.
Yeah, so I had
On
butt
live TV.
implants.
So we're getting a call here,
All
I think,
right.
at 12:20 or
Which
so.
one
He
is
called-
this one?
He called yesterday. This is Lyle Boudreau. So we're going to talk with a couple of guys from CMT.com. They have a couple of shows, and one of them is Party Down South.
All right.
And so he was from the last season. Lyle Boudreau.
Lyle
And
Boudreau.
then,
Boudoir.
And then Josh Murray, I think, is supposed to call later.
All right.
They're kind of the partier guys mentality. Maybe like a, partying type of...
What?
CMT?
CMT, Country Music Television.
Yeah, country CMT.
Party Down South.
Yeah,
It's like Jersey Shore,
yeah.
but we can understand the way they talk.
yeah,
Ah.
They talk like us.
yeah.
And it's on CMT.
It is
Right. And
It
last
is.
night was the premiere of the new season.
Yeah,
But this guy wasn't on it.
no. There it is.
And there he is.
oh, why is that happening? That's weird. That's not good. That's
Well, we got-
another,
you
that's
got
another character there. I can't take that one. Sorry about that. Different character.
A different character. So we're waiting on him to
different-
call us here in just a few
different
minutes.
thing. Yeah, so he's going to.
So, but what do you think about now? This has brought up some things. While we're waiting on Lyle to give us a call, they have these all these shows are being canceled, and all these people are being transformed because of something they've allegedly done.
Like who?
Like Kurt Busch allegedly smacked his wife, and so she brought him up and filed charges towards spousal abuse.
Who's Kurt Busch now?
Kurt Busch is the NASCAR driver,
NASCAR driver. Okay.
right? And of course Cosby, who allegedly, because there's no facts yet that's come out, allegedly had unwanted sex with these ladies.
Unwanted.
Yeah. So my point is it right for us to ruin a person's reputation and career based on allegations with no facts presented yet? Now there's a conundrum for a comedy show.
Let me tell you, in this day and age,
Everything.
you say something about somebody in a public forum,
Yeah.
and some of it is going to stick.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
And so a lot of responsibility comes with accusations.
Right.
You're ruining someone's life when you make... Like if I say you're a pedophile, and I get on Facebook and say Vic Leverage is a pedophile, some of it will stick.
You're right.
And if you have sponsors and whatnot, they're going to back off of you.
Well, look at Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods, the only one we really know that he had sex with was, I don't know, some other chick from Perkins or something. And then
Like a bunch
now
of-
all these hoes come out and say, I had sex with him behind a dumpster, and I did
Right.
this, and I did this. And then everybody but Nike dropped him like a hot potato.
Yeah, and then they all want him back now.
Now they all want him back.
And
yeah.
he probably is sticking it to him.
And he's like,
Yeah.
all right, if you want me back, this is what it's going to cost you. But you see all these people who have these different allegations, and it's funny how the media will work it. Like somebody brought up the fact that Bill Clinton was accused of rape, and people accused him. A couple ladies accused him of rape, but yet he doesn't get the same scrutiny as Bill Cosby does today.
Oh, he's going to get some scrutiny, though.
Who, Cosby?
Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
They are going to go back.
He's going to get an anal
records
exam.
and find out if he really was in Tahoe at that time. They're going to find out. There's plenty to be found out.
There is.
And you leave it to a reporter who will stop at nothing to get some facts, some dirt. Oh, my God.
He'd eat out of the dumpster knowing that if he breaks his news, he's going to be set for life.
Yeah. And it sells magazines,
and
it sells websites, it sells everything. So the more dirt, the more money.
That's it. And it's kind of sad that a person's... So what if all this... And what gets me thinking about this, my wife, when she was teaching years ago, one of the teachers was accused by a couple of girls of doing some hinky stuff to them. And he was suspended for weeks while the investigation was going on without pay. Turns out the girls lied because he gave him a bad grade on a test.
Right.
And he never touched it. But now his reputation is a little tainted whenever he goes in because I had been accused. Charges weren't necessarily filed, but I was investigated for this, which is something he has to bring up every time he goes for a job interview.
Oh,
man.
So you're looking at all these people who get accused of these things.
Out.
Yeah, it's just as bad as doing it.
Without fact, in a court of public opinion. And it's
I still
crazy.
think doing it's worse, but...
It is. Doing it is much worse. And have you seen Janice, who'd want to do that to begin with? And we just got to be careful about how we do with facts,
Look,
I think. But it's public opinion is crazy.
I made my addictions transparent on the air.
Yeah.
It hurt me.
Right.
People are... what I learned in treatment is everybody has their cross to bear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of them are on the surface, like mine. Some of them are way deep.
Yep.
But everybody has their... it's either sex, it's either drugs, it's either... it just depends on what their constitution is. Like some people won't do hard drugs, but they'll smoke pot every hour of their life. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
They won't do whiskey, but they'll drink beer all day long and the weekends. It's sex. It's gambling. It's and everybody has their cross to bear. So these people that are pointing the finger at you look ridiculous to their friends because they got a big cross on their back.
Yeah,
that they're hauling.
You're right.
Yeah, it is.
You're right.
That's just crazy.
Everybody's got their deal.
Everybody's got their deal. And if you don't get caught by one, you get caught by the other one.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they all are connected to the same thing in us, which I don't really know what it is except maybe selfishness.
Like...
They all spring from the same well.
Right.
And all these manifestations, sex, problems, gambling problems, drinking problems, drug problems, lying problems, whatever,
Yeah, something inherent in your personality.
Yes.
Kind of makes you, have this drive to say, I'm going to do this, and meanwhile I'll do this, and this is my thing, and I'm justifying it in any way I can.
Eat too
That's
much.
what we do, yeah.
Sex addict.
Yeah.
You got to be addicted to something.
Yeah,
And we all are.
Power, like politicians.
Power.
Exactly.
Power. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, everything's got to be done in moderation. Whether it's
Including moderation.
including moderation. I want to overindulge in moderation.
That's what I did. I had me a little cup of ice cream this morning on the Monster Show.
Did you?
Oh, you did?
Tiny little cup, that big around.
Just enough to wish you had a bigger cup.
Like a little
Like
shot of
take
sugar.
your like a shot glass.
Did you slurp it down?
And I went home and I just put me at 15 extra
Scoops in it.
centimeters, milliunits
Milliunits
of insulin.
Milliliters.
I'm done.
Yeah.
You see, I can do it.
Counteract it.
But there for a while, I was doing that too much. And the more insulin I inject in my body, the fatter I get.
Oh.
So I put on quite a few pounds. And
I
had
got
to
you.
back off that. So moderation.
Yes, moderation.
Except
in
I
moderation.
can't moderate with alcohol. I'm afraid once I start, I'm going to be...
Gone.
It's a hard thing. Do you got to do it or not do it?
Yeah.
And that's I get into the heat of the moment and think I can drink myself until I'm silly, and that's not healthy.
And it's not healthy.
You got to learn how and when to stop, and where and when to do it, and when to not do it.
It's all about the self-control.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes
I used to plan all my events, not knowing that I planned them this way, but where I could drink.
Okay, right.
Like I wouldn't go anywhere that they wouldn't let you drink.
Right.
And I didn't ever make a conscious decision to do that. I never said, "Oh,
But
I
you
can't
put yourself
drink there.
in
I'm
the
not going
scenario.
there."
Yeah.
But I never went to movie theaters unless
Right.
you could drink at it.
Right.
And
Universal.
I never went anywhere normal people go unless
Yeah.
I could drink. But I never made that conscious decision. So it lets you know what
Right.
there's a little black bumblebee inside of us all that's calling the shots.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people's addictions are different. Like
Yeah.
like me, I could be self-controlled in alcohol, but in drugs, I can overindulge. Or I could be self-controlled and all that, but you give me sex, and
Yeah.
then I'm wanting it all the time. So it's all different things. Oh, you got to have self-control. I got self-control in one area. Other areas, I'm just a whack job.
Right. We
And
all have that.
You got to
That's
be
exactly what I'm
careful.
saying.
Yep.
Well, it's like this show, this Party Down South show. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like when you were young, you would have hated if there was a camera. You would have loved it, yet hated it, right? So when
Yeah.
these guys are older and stuff like that, they're going to see themselves 20, 40 years, 20 years, whatever. Oh, look, hey, Dad, what are you doing here?
And look where
Jumping
it's,
off the trailer naked in your garage. What's going on? Keg of beer. What's happening?
and look where it's really gotten them. As far as celebrity, which one of the Jersey Shore people do you remember? You know, Snooki and The Situation. Neither one of them are doing anything.
I think Snooki has had a show or something. What
She
happened?
did a show for a while, but then it got canceled because it was crap.
Well, she was the best one on it. So
Right, and then you
that's
had
it.
then MTV had a show like Party Down South, which also owned CMT. It was called Buck Wild.
Yeah, Buck Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to that one?
Well, one of the boys got killed.
On
Yeah,
Buck Wild?
on Buck Wild, and that's the reason why it canceled. One of the boys out of West Virginia got killed, and one of the girls, her name's Ashley. She's now a stripper. And
You mean
so,
that show about what was it on?
It was on MTV. Is where they were. It was kind of like Party Down South, but it was country, but it was up. They called it Buck Wild. It was on MTV.
Yeah.
And they would fill the back of a pickup truck with a tarp, and then fill it up full of water, and then they would have pools.
It
and
was
then
more, it was like a Jackass kind of show.
Kind of, and then they would party and drink, and they'd go from Sissonville, West Virginia, which is no place town, up to Morgantown because that was the big city, and they kind of made fun of them a little bit, but they were a real party town. So MTV would scrap that idea after that boy died, revamped it, called it Party Down South, put it over on their other network, CMT, and then now you have what you have.
Now you got what you get. A little safer. But
right,
same kind of.
But they're all just drinking and partying and screwing around with each other. But none of these people, you don't know their names. None of them are making any noise.
Should I call this guy? You want me to go on?
He's supposed to call us.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we-
get pictures of them right
Otherwise,
now.
I'm not worried about it. That's
it's whatever. If you want to call
he
him,
called me yesterday.
He called yesterday. He knows the call today.
He knows the number.
So yeah, we can.
All right.
Here in just a few minutes, the other guy's going to be calling. So
Man, they had some on Jersey Shore. They had some guys that were such jackasses.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't have a show like that without having a jackass, because if everybody's good and golden like each other, what fun's that? You got to have somebody that's going to stir the pot a little bit.
Yeah.
And then on this Party Down South last season, they had the jackass, and then they had the party guys, and
Everybody
the
plays
laid back guys.
a little
Everybody
role.
has their role. And then they had the girl who was the preacher's daughter or the Christian girl and everything, but she was just as wild as some of the
They
rest
have the
of them.
Snooki type, the one that goes into a club
Yeah.
at 11:30 and 12 o'clock at night and sits down and pulls her dress up and shows her pussy to
This was
everybody.
I just watched the
Pinky or whatever she called it.
this Drunks Giving that they just had on CMT for this one with Lyle and Murray that's calling in. And is that him? Wonderful. This is Lyle, right? Hey, Lyle. Welcome to Grits and Gravy. Hey, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, man. What's going on? This is Vic from Grits and Gravy, and you're with Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson here.
Man, this Murray from Party Down South. What's up, guys?
Hey, man, it's good to see you.
Murray.
It's Murray. Oh, wonderful. You've bumped ahead of Lyle. He was supposed to call earlier, and I think he must be nursing a hangover from Drunks Giving still.
Oh, Lyle's calling in right now?
Well, no, he's supposed to, but I think he's drunk.
No, he liable to be. There ain't no telling. I mean, that's kind of all him up.
I got him mixed up.
Oh, we got him mixed up. Okay. All right. Well, my producer, we're going to blame it on the producer, Murray.
Blame it on me.
So tell us what you've been doing. Now, we just watched Drunks Giving just a couple nights ago, and they got the new season coming out.
I can barely understand what you're saying, brother.
Am I talking too fast?
No, it's fast. It's just, it sounds like you're a long way away, and I can't hardly hear you.
All right, let's see what I got going on here. Now, where are you calling us from, Murray?
I'm calling from the big old state of Mississippi. I'm out here in God's country.
God's country, Mississippi. All right, very cool.
What part of Mississippi, sir?
I am standing in the middle of a cornfield in Louise, Mississippi.
How far is that in southwest Mississippi?
It is directly in the middle of the state geographically. If you look at a map, I am smack in the middle of it.
What's the nearest town again? Louise?
The closest town to me is going to be Yazoo City that anybody might have heard of.
Yes, Yazoo City. All my cousins are from...
I'm about 60 miles north of Jackson.
Oh, wow. I love the
I'm
state.
right here in the middle. I'm standing in the middle of the place where I said you can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks, and you can't. I can't see nothing for 8 miles in any direction.
Oh, that sounds like pretty good country out there.
Oh, I love it. People don't mess with you as much until you get on TV and they can Google your address. Kind of sucks being the only Murray in the phone book around here.
So
I've been mowing my yard and people just walk up and tap me on the shoulder and I go into ninja mode and turn around and think about Chuck Norris and then I realize it's a family of 5 that just want to meet me.
Want to have a beer or something with you?
Hell, I tell them, come on in the house, let's cook supper.
And that's good old Southern hospitality right there. So, Murray, now you're not going to be in this next season, correct?
Do what?
Are you going to be in the next season of Party Down South?
Actually, the second cast, Party Down South 2, started last night.
Right.
We're going to be back for our 3rd season in February.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. So tell us what you do when you're not filming. How do you pass your time?
I know it's hard to believe by my small stature and all, but I'm actually a bouncer when we're not filming.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And let's plug your bar. Which bar is it?
I work at a bar called Bottoms Up in Yazoo City.
Bottoms Up in Yazoo City. Now, is that where the Leadbetters are from Jerry Clowers?
Oh, I know some Leadbetters, and I did know Mr. Jerry before he passed.
Oh, did you? Well, that's very cool. Very cool. So we got you were a celebrity
he was
before.
A real nice fella.
Do what?
He was a real nice guy. He was always trying to crack jokes. You know, him and my grandfather were friends, and he kind of helped me realize that if you're funny, people will like you. So I just started talking trash.
Well, very cool. Very cool. So, Murray, what are your now with this TV show? What do you hope to gain out of it? Because most of these shows they're not going to last forever. How do you hope to take your position on this show now and parlay that into something bigger later on?
Man, when it comes to the show, stuff like this doesn't happen to people like me. I'm a fat kid from the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. I never expected to actually be on TV. And now that I am, I'm just doing it for the experience, man. I'm getting to go places and do things that I never would have got to do if I hadn't been on the show. So
right.
Whenever the Party Down South gig is over, I'll probably go back to working on tractors.
Oh, okay. And what kind of tractors you work on? What's your favorite brand?
I work on anything. I like Case myself. I'm more comfortable. But,
okay.
I worked for 12 years at an independent tractor dealership, so we'd work on anything from a 1940s model Massey Ferguson to a brand new John Deere. It didn't matter to us.
Oh, wow.
Hey, let me ask you something. Are you off of Highway 49? Heading south?
I'm standing here looking at Highway 49.
Oh, wow.
I think we got you on Google Earth.
I got you on Google Earth. I'm trying to see my cousins have 65,000.
You're on Google Earth. If they're flying over right now, I'm standing out in the yard. They might see me. I'm standing right here.
I see the beautiful country. I love Mississippi, sir.
Oh, it's beautiful out here, man. You can see all kinds of stuff that most people ain't never seen. We got mosquitoes down here that'll take down a turkey.
My cousins are from the southwest corner of Mississippi, and They got 65,000 acres.
Wow.
Oh, they used
Well,
to.
I'm sitting on about 3 right now, and it's a bitch to push mow.
Yeah, 3,000 acres to push mow will take you all day.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much, especially for a guy with my
You're-
gelatinous exterior.
Yeah, gelatinous exterior.
So,
Only
Sir
thing that
Murray,
runs in my household is the fridge.
Hey, you close to, what is it, Big Black River?
Big Black's on the other side of Yazoo City, heading towards Jackson. That's probably about 30 miles from me. But they have got some big deer out there, fella.
They do.
That's where we need to go hunting, Bubba. We need to go out there and go get some deer, some Mississippi deer.
Oh, man, they got...
Oh, you go hunting every time you drive from Yazoo City to Jackson. You hunting because them sapsuckers will run slap out in the middle of the road. That's why you got to drive a big truck around here.
My
You drive a car and you hit one of them big bastards, you don't have a passenger.
Oh, wow.
my cousin has one mounted in his living room, and he said they live way out in the middle of nowhere, about 18 miles or to 15 miles from the nearest gas station. And he said, you see that one up there, Bubba? I said, yeah. He said, I shot that from the bathroom window while I was taking a crap with a pistol.
Oh, you can do that. I've got friends that live out a little bit more alone country out there, and I mean, there's literally, no matter what room you go in, there's a gun out there, because most of them own all the land they live on, and if a deer walks out, they're going to shoot it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's man, I haven't been hunting in so long. I go fishing all the time, but man, I need to go. I'm from Kentucky originally. We got some big buck up there.
I hadn't been hunting around here in a while. You know, we're always busy and going and doing stuff,
Right.
dealing with the show and all. And everywhere I go, people always want to ask me, you ever kill any big bucks? And I'm like, man, I don't care if it's a buck or a doe or what. I don't care how long you boil the horns on a deer. You still can't eat them.
You're a funny guy.
You are funny. Murray, tell us again when your season of Party Down South begins.
Our season starts February the 20th, I believe, either the 19th or the 20th. I'm not real sure. We're usually the last people to know anything as far as the show goes. We show up, drink where we're told, and come home and wait.
There you go. So the week. Here's how you can remember. It's the week. It'll start the weekend before the Daytona 500. Now, give us your. So if people can find you, Murray, how can they find you on Twitter?
Find me on Twitter. It's at Josh Murray 81. I'm all over social media, man. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and I run all my own pages, so I try to talk to everybody.
All right. Well, great, Murray. And we're going to hit you up on our Twitter handles. So when you get something from Vic Clevenger or Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson and JB Webb, you go ahead and accept us as friends on Facebook and Twitter, and we'll accept you, and we'll stay in touch with you, man. Now you get your call back in February.
Josh Murray 81.
That's it. On Instagram, it's Josh Murray, and I'll be glad to call back and talk to y'all. I love talking trash to new people.
Well, we loved having you, Murray, and I'll let you get back to your cornfield and working on your tractors and seeing a bunch of nothing there in Mississippi.
That's right. I'm going to try to hold it down and see if I can keep it out of the jail cells.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling, Murray, and stay in touch with us. Hit us up on Facebook as well, and let us know what you've been doing from between now and February, okay?
Yes, sir, brother. Appreciate y'all having me.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, and happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Y'all be cool. I'll see y'all in English.
All righty. Bye-bye. Well, that was
right.
Josh Murray from the Party Down South. He turned out to be a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, he's cool. I
liked him.
Down to earth.
I'm following him on.
He's had a couple good one-liners there, too.
Yeah, he did. I might steal him, put them in my regular show.
Okay.
So keep a copy of this episode, JB, so I can go back and rip these jokes off.
Yeah.
You got mosquitoes up here to take down a turkey.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm going to go ahead and get him. If you're listening to us, go ahead and look Josh up and tell him that
What did he say his Twitter handle was?
Josh Murray 81.
81. Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to look
Cool.
him up right now. Spell in Josh.
It's probably the one with the little
Murray.
blue check, a little blue.
Josh Murray at Josh Murray
Certified.
81.
81.
I think he's certified.
I looked him up.
Is he certified? Oops.
got-
All right, so then if
Mine
he's
didn't.
called, then
The other guy's
Then
lost.
Boudreaux is going to call next, and I guess on the show they go by their last names. Like that's Murray.
Well,
that's
Lyle.
Boudreaux.
When I watched the Drunksgiving the other
Yeah.
night, Lyle, he went by Lyle when they put the little names on the bottom of it.
Did.
It was
Yeah.
Lyle. So I think Murray goes by his last name. I think Lyle goes by his
Okay.
first name. Maybe there was another Josh.
But
I'm
that
not
guy,
a follower of the
Lyle,
show.
is from where Bubba's from, right? Louisiana.
Boudreaux, how could he not be from
Lyle,
Louisiana?
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that's
think-
definitely.
Yeah, I don't think they have Boudreaux anywhere else that originate anywhere else in the country other than Louisiana, and they just send them out
Back in the 60s,
like missionaries.
Back in the 60s, somebody took that song, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man, for serious and went and had kids.
That's it.
There's a song called Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. You know?
Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, see, we know our music, man. We're not just pretty faces here, JB.
I know. I didn't know.
We are a wealth
that's
of
good.
knowledge.
No, you knew what you were talking about with that guy, so that's good. As far as the people, what was that
Oh,
name you said?
I know.
Yeah, well, we could
And you know
BS
that
pretty
area.
good.
You know
just
that
about 100 miles from where he
Ledbetter?
is in Mississippi. My cousin
Yeah.
Stinky.
area. Oh yeah, you were just talking about
yeah,
Stinky.
Stinky. We have to call her.
Yeah.
She's I like to make her laugh, and she's got some stories to tell on me, I'm sure.
Does
Yeah.
she snort when she laughs?
So how?
No.
So she's like your first cousin, or
First cousin.
Okay, so this is like your mom or dad's brother's
Yeah.
child.
My
Okay.
mom's brother's child,
Okay.
and half brother.
Yeah. Okay.
But I've been going up there to see her every well during my 12th and 13th year, 14, right on through till 18th. I went up there every summer because my
okay.
mom and dad broke up, so I had to get my I needed a strong male influence.
Yeah, they kind of shipped you up there
They
to a
shipped me up
farm
there.
or whatever, and made you work and
and made me work. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
That's what happened.
yeah.
And he would play all kind of jokes on me and stuff.
That's good.
They thought we were the funniest city people, man, because they're hard in the country.
Yeah.
Man, they're a lot harder than city folks.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything
That's true.
about it. Even their fish are harder. Even their deer are harder.
Well,
You know, we
have more mass. What do you mean by harder? Like
just
more ornery,
more robust, more able
More
to handle
badass.
life and anything life can throw at you.
yeah,
and-
more resilient.
Yeah, we cry when we get a bee sting.
yeah.
My 10-year-old cousin was sneaking up behind a hornet's nest with a frog gig and knowing that if he was hanging by one thread,
Yeah.
they were going to sting him to death.
Yeah, if he.
Allergic to them.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. And sneak up right up under them under this old barn and clip that nest. Once that nest hits the ground, they'll leave. He had done it before.
They'll
Once that
leave.
nest, they will.
Once it hits the ground,
They won't
just go.
attack, they'll leave.
They're
They
like,
won't
it's
attack.
over.
It's over. They will go rebuild.
Like you-
But if it's hanging by one thread, they will,
So if you just
sting the
poke it,
shit
that's
out
the
of you.
worst thing you can do. 'Cause
and
they're
they will
like-
follow you and continue to sting you.
It's like those killer bees from Africa that
Yeah.
came over. They go a lot longer than a regular bee, a regular wasp.
And you go in the house, they'll follow you in there.
Yeah. You go in a pool, they just stand by and wait for you to come up.
Yeah, they're waiting
Have you
by
seen
your-
the cartoon? They're
by
just
your
standing there
towel,
making
yeah.
pictures of their swarms.
So he and I used to do that, you know, and
Yeah.
shoot bats out by the barn. And
Oh, yeah.
the last time I went to see him, he's telling us goodbye. Me and Kim are getting in my car. Boy, they come out whenever I pull up in a car. They always know I'm gonna have something sporty. They come out there and stare at it.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God!
See what you're driving.
And my Uncle Carl go, putty.
Putty?
Putty.
Like pretty?
That means pretty.
Yeah, okay.
And so we're getting in my car, and they're looking at my car, and then my cousin comes out of the house, and he's walking up towards us to tell us goodbye, and he goes, hang on, Bert. There's a gobbler over in Daddy's pasture. You see? Right out there in the middle. Can y'all wait 10 minutes? I'll get over there and kill him and come back. I said, well, go ahead. We'll stand here and watch it. So he gets in his truck, he backs out, goes down the road. We see him pull off through the woods way over there, about a good half a mile, 3/4 of a mile. because there's a beautiful pasture across the street from. It's a hilly, mountainous pasture, not mountainous, but
meadow.
Hilly. Meadow. Yeah. And the tree line's over there, and we watch him sneak out of the woods on his belly.
On his belly.
Yeah. And it's a big gobbler, and he could tell from the front door of his daddy's house. And he laid down on the ground, and pow! He saw a burst of feathers.
Oh.
And he went and got him, put him in the truck. He came back over there. Now, my wife is a animal lover.
Right. I like her, too, as long as they're on the smoker.
He grabs this thing out of the back of the truck with blood coming out its eyeball and raises up in there and say, "Hey, Sweetness, you want this? I'll get you the beard. I'll cut the talons off of it. You want any of these parts? I'll feather him and have him in a freezer bag in 15 minutes." Or whatever they
fresh
do.
meat, fresh killed meat.
She's sitting there watching blood dripping out of this bird's eye. And she goes, no, thank you. And he goes, bang, throws it back in its old head, hits the back of his truck. He goes, suit yourself.
That's how those country folk do, man.
They're harder than we are.
They are. They know how, well, because they have to live that way. Like it's like being from New York City. They're a little harder.
Yeah,
because it's a rat race of a different kind.
Right.
It's a different kind of hard. These people are just hardy. Maybe hardy is
probably a better word.
We used to complain about wasp sting in Baton Rouge. You go and complain about a wasp sting in the country.
Yeah.
Up there with Lynn and Carr and Sting, they'd laugh at you. You know, they would laugh at you because they get stung every day, you know. And the fish are bigger.
I believe that.
Fish will fight you a lot harder.
Well, going through the natural cycle of things is what we're deprived of here in Florida. You know, we don't get the full. It's subtropical here. Half of the state subtropical.
Right. Well, the deer don't.
So
have
we're not getting the full range of seasons.
Right. Well, the deer around here they don't have to bulk up. I was noticing the squirrels. I was up doing some shows up north, and how big the squirrels were. Yeah. And I come down here like they're a freaking yard rat with a bushy tail. They're not big at all because they don't have to store up. They don't have to, hibernate for the winter. They don't have to gather the nuts and eat all that stuff. And the deer, they don't have to store up to kind of hide off. They don't have to get the corn and all that stuff.
I remember going to Kentucky. Y'all have a great change of season up there.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. Yeah,
in September, October, the trees, one tree just is yellow. Yeah. An elm or something like that. I was at a motorhome park in 79, parked under them yellow trees. Man, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Louisville, Kentucky. You from Louisville?
No, I'm from over in the mountains. Louisville's flatlands.
Flatland, okay.
Louisville's, that's
Ohio.
That's up on the across the road from Indiana. It's all getting flatter over there. The hills kind of roll. Around Louisville, it kind of looks like Claremont.
Yeah, it does.
With a little bit of roll. Where I'm from, the sun doesn't shine until about 4 in the afternoon. That's when it sets. Because you're behind all those mountains. And so it sets so early. And then when it raises, you won't get a good sunshine until like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning.
Because the mountains are blocking it?
Because the mountains
are
blocking it.
I got to look at that on Google Earth.
Yeah, you do that. Go Eastern Kentucky. Do around, you want to see some, go to Google, like Pikeville and Paintsville area, where that's about an hour south of where I grew up.
Where
Paintsville, Paintsville, Paintsville.
Paintsville.
Yeah, Paintsville is where Loretta Lynn's from.
Coal miner's daughter.
Coal miner's daughter. Her and Crystal Gale.
Oh, I see the mountains. Yeah, I see them.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. You're in the.
I'm up in Ashland, up north there a little bit near.
Northeast.
Northeast, yeah. It's not quite as treacherous where I was from as some of those, but I'm only just an hour away. I could be anywhere. I can be in good mountains within an hour, to where you have to, when the snow falls, you don't fall because you're a higher elevation and such. But it was crazy, man.
Yeah, I'd say Harold.
You skiing or
Harold, Prestonburg.
Prestonsburg, that's down there, Paintsville and Pikeville. Matter of fact, right between the two. Prestonsburg, you go Paintsville, Prestonsburg, and then Pikeville. Pikeville is where Dwight Yoakam's from.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Preston.
And George Clooney is from Maysville, Kentucky, which is over just right above Lexington there. He's a Flatlander. And then
Flatlander.
and then what's his name? the Caribbean pirate guy.
Huh?
Johnny Depp. He's from Kentucky, but he's
really?
over. He's in west of Lexington, so he's really a flat-footed dude.
Man, those are nice mountains.
Oh yeah,
Those are part of the
Appalachians. Yeah, and right there around Prestonsburg, Painesville, Pikeville, and everything. That's where the Hatfield McCoys are from.
Oh wow.
We got Lyle on the phone.
Lafayette.
Hello, welcome to Grits and Gravy. Grits and Gravy. Who do we have on the phone today?
Hello.
Hello, is this Lyle?
Yeah, man, what's happening?
Hey, man, thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling us at Grits and Gravy. I'm Vic, and I'm with Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson.
Hey.
And our producer, JB. So, and this is Lyle, everybody. This is Lyle from the Party Down South on CMT that you can watch. And we was just talking to your buddy Murray, and he says the new season for you all is going to begin in February. Y'all looking forward to it?
Oh, yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to every show that we film.
Now, how did you like? Did you like the way they edited and did the Drunksgiving thing the other night?
Oh, man, the team that we got working for us, I think they do a real good job the way they edit it.
Now, let me ask you this: what about this Maddie chick or whatever? That girl was crawling up on the pool table, drunk out of her head. Is she a hot mess or what?
Man, that's a normal night of going out, bro. That's a normal night. I mean, dude, it's somebody got to get the party going, dude. If it wouldn't have been for her, I guess it'd have just been a boring time.
She's the kind, I think, that when you go to a party, that she'd be drunk and out of her shirt by 7.
You know what it is?
She's like Snooky. Hey, I'm a little older than you, but I grew up around where y'all film. Let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Are you getting any ass?
Choo, boy.
Yeah, we kind of keep it on the PG around here.
I'd have to say, you know, I would be, but I tell them no. I turn them down. I say no.
You got a girlfriend?
No, man, I'm single. I'm staying that way because there's no way I can have a girl tell me what to do.
Yeah, well, you're a smart man. You're smarter than we are.
But, man, I watch all my other friends. They're all in relationships, bro, and every time I go sit at their house, it's like, dude, we have to sit outside. My girlfriend's mad. And I'm like, you pussy whip, bro. It just makes me feel great. So I'm like, that's why I'm single.
Yeah.
Now, Lyle, how do you like? Now I know you're on the Party Down South, and this is going into your 3rd season in February and stuff. And I asked this of Murray too. After the show, kind of, you know, like every show, it doesn't last forever. How do you expect to take your exposure and the fame that you've gotten from this show and move that into the next phase of your life in a few years?
Oh man, dude, this show, bro. I don't see anything about me changing with the show because I've been acting the same way my whole life. It's just now they got us underneath a spotlight, and it's funny because the places that we go to now, I mean, we'll be sitting in a bar. You know, we have these folks sitting in a bar with us, and they're like, "I don't like what you're doing." I was like, "What do I do?" She's like, "All y'all do is get drunk." I'm like, well, "What are you doing?" They're just like, "Well, I guess I'm sitting on the side of you getting drunk." It's funny. Like, exactly. I was like, everybody has their own opinion about it. I like it. Well, I know after this show, it's after everything's said and done, man, I was thinking about starting my own show.
Okay.
I was thinking about getting another show on the road, and I got a bunch of ideas ahead of me, and
Very cool.
think the show that I thought of would be a hit.
Well, good. Well, don't broadcast it because we don't want somebody stealing your idea and taking it before you're ready. But man, that's good.
That's why I didn't say nothing about it because once I say something about it, I could already see next week it's going to be airing.
So this is Lyle?
This is Lyle.
So, Lyle, you a coon ass?
What's happening, Captain?
Hey, you a coon ass?
What's up?
You a coon ass?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I woke up this morning with a hangover, dude. Fucking I fixed me a little Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Ready to roll. I'm waiting on some of my boys to pull up to the house, dude. We're gonna ride boulders in Mississippi at Muddy Joe's this weekend, man. We're gonna cut up over there.
You know, I'm from Baton Rouge.
Oh, BR, man, old Baton Rouge. I was over there last weekend, dude.
You were?
Fast.
Yeah.
I was
You French?
I was at Port Allen, dude. I was telling one of my boys, Caleb, owns DTB Automotive.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Jacked up truck. Yeah, that's a real good friend of mine, bro. That's a real good friend of mine.
Did you get any crawfish this season?
Did I get any crawfish this season? No. I know my dad went to eat some crawfish. He sent me a picture.
Oh.
Hey, man, I was supposed to be running some traps this season, too, man. I kind of turned it down. I was like, I got a little bit too much on my plate to actually go out to give me a break this year.
Wow, that's awesome, man. I saw your last name, Boudreaux, and I said...
oh, yeah, bud. Macoon has 110% my love, boy, T.
Me too. All right, well, we wish y'all a lot of luck on the show, man. I am going to tune in, and some of these guys have seen your show, but I'm going to tune in and check you guys out. Y'all sound like a lot of fun.
And Lyle, let us know how we can find you on Twitter and Facebook and everything. How can people look you up and find you on Twitter?
Twitter, dude. How many likes?
No, I mean, how can they find you? If some of our fans want to follow you on Twitter.
Oh, if somebody wants to follow me on Twitter, you just go look up Lyle Boudreaux.
Look your name up. That's a very good way of doing it.
I just followed you.
And we just followed you on Twitter to keep a track of you. And Lyle, give us a call back in January or February, and as the season begins, and so we can talk to you about how the season is going to start off. All right.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think.
I think we're getting a bad connection. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, Lyle. We're going to hit you back up at the first of the year once the new show starts around February 18th, or 19th, or 20th, or whenever it is. Nobody can actually figure out a real date. When is it?
I know it's one of them dates, man. I don't know the exact date, but it starts sometime around mid-February.
All right. Well, we're going to let you go, Lyle. Go and finish your Bloody Mary, and then have a shot of Jim Beam for me.
Oh, dude, if I could find some Jim Beam right now, I think my head would be leveled.
Yeah. Well, thank you for calling, Lyle, and we're going to look forward to seeing the show when it starts in February.
You got it, man.
All right, man. Have a good morning.
All right, you too.
All right, bye-bye. And that was Lyle Boudreaux from Louisiana on the party down south from CMT. These cats, Murray sounded like he had it together. Lyle is a party animal. I'm just seeing that.
I know. I grew up with lots of guys.
He had
like
to wake
him,
up
man.
special to talk to us.
Oh yeah,
it's not noon where. Well, it's just noon where he's at.
Yeah, exactly. It is crazy, man. It's something. So it was good, man. It's good to hear those guys, and we got Big Country to thank for that.
Yeah,
the
good
DJ.
job. Thanks, Big Country.
He's supposed to have been here. I texted him. We didn't tell him in time, so he was on his way while we started the broadcast. So he's probably stuck in traffic someplace. And by the time we sign off, he'll be pulling up.
Oh no!
And but we want to thank Big Country for doing this, and we'll have to get him in here and make it up to him or something. Maybe take him out to barbecue at Bubba Lou's or something. And we didn't do a plug for Bubba Lou's. Bubba Lou's Barbecue on Lee Road.
Yes.
The best barbecue in Orlando outside of me making it myself at my house.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
It is scrumdiddlyumptious. Now, if Boo heard that, she's going to say, I'll have y'all a cook-off, and I think she'd probably beat me.
Yeah.
But
do you know, do they do like more turkeys during the Thanksgiving season?
I don't know. Do they do turkey at Bubba Lou's?
I don't know.
I
saw something she posted on Facebook, like this awesome looking turkey. It looked like I was like, what is that?
That may just be that may just be dinner for her and Bubba and Big Daddy and Kim.
All right, boys, I got to head to the house.
Yeah. What you got going on?
I got a big weekend of dueling pianos. I'm at in Tavares tonight at Cajun Quarter, right on Ruby Street, right on Lake Dora, and I start at 7:30, and we're going to have a great time. And then tomorrow night, I'm at the Shots Sports Bar in DeBary, right on 1792, and I'm going to be doing dueling pianos again with my little fire pianos.
Yeah.
My black and red fire pianos. Cool. And doing that at 9 o'clock. And then Sunday, Pat O'Brien's for the early shift start at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Damn, you're busy.
I'm
You are
off
busy.
Monday, yep.
Oh, that's good.
I may swing over by Pat O'Brien's Sunday night.
You should.
My wife's out of town all week, so
do that.
I don't have nothing to do.
Well, we're taking
I'll
off
get
next
you.
week, right?
We are next week's
Right.
Thanksgiving, so we
And
won't
then
be here
Black
next
Friday,
Friday. And then Black Friday we want to do that. As far as me, I am doing nothing. I am tonight. I'm going to go see some of my acting buddies at a thing called Play de Luna. It's over in Winter Park.
Cool.
And it's a little, a bunch of one acts for about 2 hours.
Play the moon?
Play de Luna.
Yes.
Play the moon, yeah. So I'm going to go see them tomorrow night. I am working on my own stuff, going to chill out at the house. And then Sunday night, I just may go see Bubba Wilson at Pat O'Brien's.
Cool.
And the dueling piano. If y'all have not seen him, I've seen pictures of him when he's at the Pat O'Brien's. He gets all fancy. He wears him a fancy hat and has some fancy clothes on and tries to appear respectable.
Yeah, try to appear a little respectable.
As it should be, sure.
But I'm probably going to drop that here soon.
Which one, the respectable or the hat?
I'm going to wear my hat. I'm going to wear my cowboy hat.
Yeah.
But, here's what I found out. I wore my cowboy hat in there. Guess what they do? They hit you up with country songs all night.
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't know them all. I know about the average amount.
Right.
Yeah.
I probably know 50 country songs, but they want you to play. So I learned a bunch of them, but there's just too many for me.
There is a
takes
lot
years.
of, and then they go through forever. They want you to play
especially the new ones.
Yeah, they want you to play something from Conway Twitty or George Jones or Johnny Paycheck that you've never even heard of, songs from back in the day. Can you play something by Little Jimmy Dickens called "I'm a Country Boy and Eating Tater Salad"?
Yeah,
and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And so,
my baby makes good coleslaw. Can you play that one? I mean, and then they asked me for this new country, and I ain't paying attention. They all sound the same to me.
Yeah, Luke Bryan and the other girls, and so that's. I don't have anything going on. JB, what you got going on?
What about no, nothing at all. Nothing.
So me and JB are
jacking off eating booze.
Me and JB are lazies,
I'm gonna be babysitting.
and Bubba's the only one that actually does any work. That's
basically.
So you got a song for us to take us out, Bubba?
Yeah.
Bubba's got us a new song.
Hang on.
We'll talk while you search.
Scroll.
So we got things going on, and then Thanksgiving's next week. I hope everybody you got your Thanksgiving plans, JB. You all ready?
No, not already.
All right, Bubba. What about you? You got Thanksgiving plans?
No.
Don't you usually go see Miss Boo for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, but
not this year.
Stay with my wife. She don't want to do it.
All right, very cool. That's all right. All right, we got Bubba with a new song. Let's know about it.
Well, we declared our independence from the Limeys. Went to work. We went to work in the New World and moved right in. We got our unalienable rights for the people. That means don't let no stupid aliens move in. Now Italy brought us the pizza pie, and the Germans brought us rockets in the sky. And what the Mexicans did is brought us all their kids. And I don't even like tamale pie. And I ain't the biggest fan of old Barama. Since he was born in America, he's just lying. We let him in the White House, now it's over. 'Cause he's opened up the gates to all his kind. So give us your tired, your poor, your cripple. We'll let them all jump the fence. But damn you, Obama, don't let the Mexicans in. Well, you give us your tired, your poor, your cripple. Let them all jump the fence. But damn you, Obama, don't let the Mexicans in.
All right.
Ole!
Hey!
That's stupid.
Got a news. I love it. So that's going to go in your new show. I'm going to request that Sunday night. Can you play that new Obama song that you wrote?
They ain't gonna let me do it. They won't let me do the German song.
They won't let you do Rednecks and Doucheland?
Rednecks and Doucheland, no.
That is funny.
But I do all about the bass. They go crazy for that one, man.
They do all about the bass?
All about them bass. Yeah, them bass. They love it.
Very good.
I still need to beef it up.
Yeah, I've been looking at it, and I'm trying to work on. Man, my week has been crazy with stuff to do. I haven't done anything. I turned my computer off for the first time last night.
You did?
Was it the cold weather?
No, I've just been crazy busy.
Yeah.
Just other stuff.
Yeah.
Just stuff going on between work and
when you get
wife
in front
and,
of that damn screen, that computer will suck your brain away just like these cell phones will.
Oh, yeah.
It'll have you got to update this. You got to do that. You got to.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get the new version of this. You got to do all this housekeeping before you can actually get down to anything.
I went to turn mine on, and it says, "Oh, by the way, your computer's going to restart and update in about 30 seconds." And I'm like, "Well, I might as well just go shower and eat biscuits." So, but hey, that's all I got. What you got, Bubba? Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, JB.
Hey, have a good one. Thanks, guys.
All right, well, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Yes. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Well, I whooped a man's ass down in Georgia. What? I whooped a man's damn ass in Tennessee. Boy, I whoop your ass, and I don't give a f*** where are you from. That makes no goddamn difference to me. Whoop-ass man, yeah. And I don't take no shit off of any man. And when I leave you bleeding, boy, I hope you understand. I was born the whoop-ass man. How many whoop asses we got out there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Piano up. I whooped a man's ass down in Georgia. I whooped a man's ass in Tennessee. Oh, I whoop your ass, and I don't give a damn where you from. Makes no goddamn difference to me. Boy, I was born a whoop-ass man. I don't take no off of any man. When I leave, you bleed, and boy, I hope you understand. Hell, I was born a whoop-ass man. If you are feeling froggy, you can leave, boy. If you're feeling lucky, strike like the bat. But don't you let your alligator mouth try to check your hummingbird ass will have to catch. Lord, I was born whoop-ass man, yeah. I don't take no crap off of any man. When I leave you bleeding, hope you understand. I was born a whoop-ass man. I'm just kidding, y'all. This is the verse they wouldn't let me do on the radio. Is it all right if I do it in here tonight? Come on! I once got in a fight with Mike Tyson, 'cause he called me a jive honky and a cracker-ass cracker too. Once I got through whooping the out of his gold tooth ass, wasn't nothing left but lips and titties too. Oh, I was born